Hello. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Louisa on the Daily Gratitude Space with Louisa, and I'm welcoming you back on this beautiful Saturday and saying hi. How are you guys? How have you been? How was your Saturday? I hope your Saturday was amazing because mine was relaxing. Oops. Let's put it aside before I put marks on this white shirt. Okay, mine was amazing, just relaxing. We're going to dinner with my boyfriend to a friend's house. I'm looking forward to this because these friends are the ones I met just last year, and they're beautiful souls. I kind of look at them like angels sent from above. So I'm looking forward to this. I hope you're having a lovely Saturday. Okay, guys? I promised you today we will start on fear. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know. The big word. Fear. Fear is the big word. Today we might just do introductions and talk about 1, 2, 3 things about fear, because we all know what fear is, guys. We all know what fear is, right? What is fear, guys? Introduction. What is fear? Fear is an emotion that seems to be almost universal. Who does not have fear? I don't know who does not have fear, but fear is a feeling that is freaking universal. Everybody in this world has a fear of something. So, fear. It's universal. We all share this thing. And there is let's say, can I say a group of people or a certain category that really don't identify with fear that much, but they're still doing research on it. These are the people on the spectrum level mostly. They're still doing research on that, so I'll not talk about that much because I do not know what science is doing with that. So I just mention it because there are people who are really not fear absorbent, and we cannot say it's good or it's bad because there's still research going about it. But fear, it is also just a name we give to our biological changes. Can you imagine the thing we call fear, the big monster in our bodies? The big monster sitting in our bodies that makes us not move, that makes us paralyzed, that makes us not take a step forward. Is just a biological change, something that just happens in our bodies. Like they're saying that perhaps just our blood being diverted from our digestive organs in order to flow to the parts where enables us to fight, or feeling of just being free, like the butterfly effect in our stomach. When you have the butterflies in our stomach, that is just the blood running around in our bodies, running to do what? Oh my goodness. I can't believe fear, the big monster, the big thing, the big thing that we talk about is just a chemical change in our bodies. Guys. And that's why I'm tackling fear, because fear is holding us so much in this world. Something called fear is holding us so much, and we're giving it so much power, not knowing that it's something, just an illusion. Okay, that was just scientific. Let me finish about the scientific introductions and stuff, because there's 2 categories in scientific terms. We have innate fear and we have quiet fear. So innate fear is what we're born with, something that you were raised, you came out of your mother's womb, and you just grew up knowing, I am afraid of this thing. There's 2 types of innate fears: death and snakes. I don't think I'm afraid of snakes. I've always wanted to take pictures with snakes. Maybe it's because I'm afraid of it internally. That's why I want to take pictures with them. But I'm not scared of snakes. But I'll tell you something. I'm scared of death. Yeah. I'm publicly saying that I'm scared of snakes. That is one fear that I believe I have. And the snakes one, I don't know. I haven't. Oh yes, I touched a snake once. There was this. I took a picture of a snake. Oh, I conquered that fear. Maybe it was a fear thing, and I had to conquer it. Yes, I already did that. Yes, I did. Anyway, there's two types: innate, which is snakes and death, and there's the other one called what? Quiet fear. That's just the fear of clowns, things that you shouldn't be afraid of, but we are afraid of because of what they represent, like clowns. Okay, so that is just a scientific level of introduction of fear and what science says fear is. You can read much about it, about fear in the scientific level, but what I want to get into most is the other aspect of fear, the worldwide view of fear, what we call fear in real life. So fear is an illusion. This is what we're going to talk about from tomorrow. Fear being an illusion. And we will go on and talk about our biggest fear. Personally, I'll talk about my biggest fears, the fears that I'm holding, that I think I have, and maybe they're not really fears. We're going to talk about all those things. But one thing I want you to know is fear can just be an illusion. Something you just make up in our minds, something you just grow in your mind, something that you brought it on yourself. That is just fear. Okay, so for today we just introduced fear and talked about fear in the biological sense and the scientific sense, to just introduce, to just identify what fear really is scientifically. And we learned that we have two categories of fear: the innate fear and the quiet fear. We know we're born with the fear of snakes and death, and we are quietly afraid of clowns, apparently. So tomorrow we're going to talk about the other side of fear, and the fear that we know emotionally, and just conquering and tackling much about fear as we know it in real sense. Okay guys, okay, so today I'm going to ask you, I believe that something amazing happened to me today. What good thing happened to me today? Well, that was yesterday. To me tomorrow. What good thing happened to me today? Let me search. Ooh, I was going online and I found a lot of recommendations of books. So I'm going to be reading a lot. I found amazing recommendation of books. What's another thing, an amazing thing that happened to me today? And it was really cold. Well, it's really, really cold. What's new, right? What's new? Anyway, it's really cold, and I've been debating taking my dog out for a walk, and I always wait for my boyfriend to come back so that he can do it. But no, today I decided to go for a walk. There was a false sun out there, but it was shining and it was warm, and I decided to go for a walk. Surprisingly, we had an amazing walk with my dog. Yeah, I know. I had an amazing dog with my walk. No, I had an amazing walk with my dog. An amazing walk with my dog. What other amazing thing happened to me today? Oh, I fasted. I fasted because I don't eat in the morning mostly, but when I'm home, I tend to start eating early, but I actually fasted. That's an amazing thing. I fasted until 2 p.m. I always do intermittent fasting, especially when I'm working, but when I'm home, I tend to start eating early, but I start to eat, which is something. And lastly, what's an amazing thing? Ooh, because I've been working out, this was a Christmas gift from a lovely person, and it wasn't fitting so well after Christmas, but I tried it on today and it fit perfectly. So whatever I'm working out, It's working, guys. It's working. My workouts are working. My gratitudes. What am I grateful for today? I am grateful to have a restful day. Have a restful day. I am grateful for the time I have had with my baby dog. Time with my doggy. And lastly, I am grateful for a warm house. Warm house. And I'm actually grateful for me, for being who I am. For me. For being who I am. February 7th. I believe that something amazing is going to happen to me tomorrow. What good thing happened to me today? Okay, guys, I know it's Saturday and most of you are doing a couple of things. I hope you have a lovely, lovely Saturday and the rest of your weekend. And I hope you will enjoy everything that's going on in your life this weekend. Tomorrow we will go on with the topic fear, because we have to conquer it. The only answer to fear is to conquer it. Face it and conquer it, right? That's what we're going to do. But before we get there, we have to identify our fears, talk about the fear itself, so that we can jump the hoop. So tomorrow we'll continue with that, and I hope these things help you a little bit or a lot bit. And ask me questions if you have, and talk about the things that you want to talk about, guys. Okay? If you're watching, please follow, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Ciao.